Hello everyone, welcome back to stream. Hello everyone, welcome back to stream. So today we are actually gonna do something in addition to what we were doing yesterday. So a couple of things I need to. So a couple of things I need to change here is like one thing is like I had to change the camera. So before I try to change the camera, right? I'm actually gonna do something over here. So on the player character, I'm probably gonna disable the camera which is inbuilt to the player character. I will probably be throwing away this camera over here. Instead, I'm gonna add a camera over here. Let's just put it over there, and actually I'm gonna copy this location over here and then set it to the camera over here. Okay, and then since it is too much, let me just try to reduce it a little bit. Yeah, and then I'm probably gonna set it like that, and it is supposed to be over here, rotated at 90 degree. No, definitely not this thing, or maybe this one. Yeah, rotate it by 90 degree, and then let's pivot it to the B character over there. So it should actually be on the other direction, so I'm gonna put minus 90 over here. So there you have it. There, this will be our actual camera for the for the player. And here we have to actually possess the camera, and for that auto activate player. So see, right now we have a fixed camera over here. I'm gonna probably change some parameters over here. So before that, I'm gonna remove the camera which is inbuilt to this. Goodbye. So right now I just have one single camera, and it is actually pivoted to that particular point over here. And a couple of things I'm gonna change over here. I'm gonna change the direction a little bit, offset maybe, small offset. I'm also gonna zoom it out a little bit, and yeah, it looks pretty fine. I can probably maybe change the angle a little bit more, and that oh fish I just tried, and that should be good. And over here I'm gonna just disable constraint aspect ratio, and yeah, that looks pretty decent. See, right now you can see that the glitches which we were seeing yesterday is now vanished. That was due to that particular thing over here. So yeah, so that's what we have right now. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a background over here, and for that I'm actually gonna set up a very minimal environment. So I'm gonna start with a small mesh maybe. Let me just try out some meshes over here. I'm also gonna open fab and see what else we can use here. And also I'm probably gonna add some effects over here, and then some sound effects and stuff like that. Let's do one. Let's actually add the sound effect. I think that's the first thing which we'll be doing today. Let me just open up the Unreal Engine marketplace over here, and hopefully we can find something over here. So for those who have not subscribed, please do consider giving a sub. It will help me to make more contents like this. So yeah, and I'm just gonna add some sounds. Let me just okay. So the sounds are supposed to be on different blueprints. Like one is the point collection. You should have some effects and some stuff like that. So let's actually go over to the code over there. Let's open up the coins And here, once you have overlapped, before destroy we should actually play a sound. And for the sound, I actually have some files over here. Maybe I need some coin, something like that. Coin, click. Coin is here. Yeah, that's pretty neat. So let's say place, oh, not sequence, my bad. So before destroy on the coin BP, play sound 2D and plug in that over here. And yeah, so that's one sound. And the next one is probably gonna be the one which I'm gonna do right here. So next one being the death, like if I actually hit something and then fall, right, I probably need to have some audio over there also. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So here, if I'm actually hitting something, I'll be having is dead and stuff like that, right? Here I'm gonna play sound 2D, and in here I'm gonna find one, death sound maybe. I actually just believe there is something over here which we can use. I think it's called error. Yeah, that kind of looks okay. So that's one. So let's actually try that out and see how that actually looks. I am flying. Let me just collect a coin real quick. Oh shit, I just missed it. See, we got a coin collection and a hit sound also. So that's one thing which we just made. And I hope you're able to see the game right. Yeah, so that's the audio taken care of. If I want, I can actually make some variations to this, like let's say promote to a variable, and let's actually make an array, change variable type, so that at different times I die, right, there will be different sounds being created. So I can actually create a couple of things over here, maybe like, and then type error, maybe this, and this one also, it's a different sound, and that also is kind of okay. And from here, get a copy and plug it over here, and on this random integer in range 0 to 2, so at different instances it will be playing different sounds. So ultimately when you play it, you can have something like this. That's one sound. Next one can be different one. Let me just try it out. It may be different. See, like that it will be dynamically changing every time. It depends upon on what you hit, it will be actually moving. So that's the audio taken care of. Now I'm actually gonna create a couple of things. The first one being a background, a very simple background I'm gonna add right now. So before that, let me just add some stuff over here. Look body. B dash. I'm actually adding some stuff over here, so that's why. Let me just save it real quick. And yeah, and this is gonna be the main area where the player is actually moving. So I'm gonna create some stuff over here, probably like a small, a landscape plane. Okay, and I don't want it that much. Let's try to tweak it out and see how that actually looks. Okay, the bottom bar is actually missing, so we actually need a different one. So let me just try to pay a couple of things over here and see how everything looks. Oh, that actually looks kind of great, right? Again, we are having the blinking issue over here, but that's okay. What about this location over here? Oh shit, I freaking died. I'm gonna stick with this for now. Okay, okay, I think that's good. So one thing which I found is like this camera is actually at a very height. I'm gonna put it a little bit far away, so hopefully I can see both of the sides over here. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Yeah, that LED seems perfectly fine, at least for now. I'm gonna scale it maybe like, let's say 10, something like that, and I'm gonna probably add a couple of stuff over here. Let's put over 2. So I'm gonna add some mountains over here. I still don't know why it's flickering that much. It's not even landscape, but yeah. So a couple of mountains over here. And also on the background I'm gonna add some mountains over here, and let me see how that looks. Yeah, that looks kind of good, right? It looks okay. I still don't know why it's flickering that much. Oh shit, that was a hard hit. Let me just try to open up the level once again and see. Hopefully it will go. Yes, it actually just went. So that's what we have right now. All those who are watching the stream, please do consider giving a sub. It will really help me to make more contents like this. So yeah, we are at day 3 of trying to make this game on Unreal Engine 5. So please do give me a like and a sub. It will really be helpful. And so once that is taken care of, I'm actually gonna add some more stuff over here. So let's start with the basics. Let's have a maybe tree or something like that. Let's go for nature folder. I'm gonna add some trees, like just trees over here. Before that, I'm gonna add going to make a foliage and then probably add that, so it will look more good. Oh, I don't need that much. It's too much. I don't want it to be overkill also, so I have to be very careful with what I use. Yeah, let me just see how that looks. That's a little too much. I don't need that much again. I'm gonna tone it down a little bit. Then that should be pretty fine. And I'm gonna put some trees over here, maybe over here also, and let's see how that looks. Oh shit, I actually did something. So this is supposed to be the player, so we don't need it to be near the player. Yeah, that actually looks kind of good. I'm actually gonna do some more manual adjustments right now. Just give me a second. I'm also gonna do some manual tweaking over here. So let's say I have a couple of trees also over here. I'm gonna place it here and there and stuff like that. Just trying to get it good. And also I'm gonna paint this and this over here. I don't know how it's gonna look. Maybe single, place it somewhere over here, and let me just disable that and see how that looks. That kind of looks okay, right? Apart from the whole blinking stuff, it kind of looks okay. Let me just try to open the level again. Hopefully the blinking will be gone. Yeah, so that's what we have right now. I probably need to, I am gonna delete this. It doesn't look good on this particular thing over here. So again, on the foliage, I'm gonna paint some over here. Yeah, it seems pretty good right now. And what we can do over here? So let me just try a couple of things over here. On the landscape, we actually have some mountains and stuff like that, so we can just maybe plug some meshes over there and here, and yeah, that may look kind of okay. Something over here, a mesh over here, and how does that look? Good, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna add some meshes over here also, just to make sure that the whole area is kind of covered with rocks and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's what we have right now. Again, I'm gonna just open up the level again so that glitchiness will be gone, at least for now. Hello Agila, what's up? Okay, it seems kind of good, right? Now I'm gonna add some background to the you know, I want to change the sky. So hopefully I have some stuff over here which will be the exact thing for this, and I hope I can get that working. So I believe I'm gonna remove the camera over here, the sky over there, and also I need the sky atmosphere. Wait, let me just put the sky atmosphere back. The exponential fog, I think that's pretty decent. Like, I don't want to tweak it too much, so let it be there like that. What happened to the camera over here? Footage is okay, right? Yeah, so I don't want to tweak it too much, so I'm gonna let it remain like that itself. No issues there. So this is the one I'm gonna use right now. So we have the material over here, so let me just put up the sky. Oh, sky, what happened? Where is it? Let me just open it up real quick and see how that looks. This is gonna be my sky. I'm gonna paste it over here, and I think I should probably remove the volumetric cloud. I don't need that. Skylight should be there, no issues. Sky atmosphere, I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna put it over here. So that looks pretty decent. I'm actually gonna change some stuff over here also. So on my level, I'm gonna delete exponential fog, detection light, all those good stuff. I'm gonna put the light itself over here, and oh, it kind of looks off, right? Reverting it back. So this is what I have right now. I'm gonna put the sky atmosphere back here, and exponential fog, I am probably gonna change the scatter color to white, and then intensity, let's actually reduce it a little bit, and let's see how that looks. That looks kind of good. Oh shit, I just freaking died. So that's what we have right now, and I'm gonna save it real quick. I don't want data to be lost. And the couple of things which I need to do right now is like, what happened? Yeah, so a couple of things which I'm gonna do right now is like I need some visual effects. So yes, also some visual effects which I have that could probably be good enough. Let me just see real quick what I have on my project. It's raining heavily. Let me just check out what all different effects I have in picture, right? On the particles, I probably have something called explosion, destruction, fire, smoke, spark. Nah, that doesn't look that great, right? What can I do? I probably need something over there, right? I believe I may have some stuff with me which will satisfy the use case. I'm just going to import it and let's see how that actually looks. So I have some cool effects over here, and let me just see how that actually looks. So this is one of the effects. It's taking some time to load. It's comparing the shaders. Hopefully it will come right now, I believe. No? Okay, so that's one effect over there. I don't know whether you guys saw it or not, right? So the plan is like when I'm actually flapping the bird, right, then this effort should be actually showing up. So something like that. I can maybe add something else also to get it kind of the actual vibe. So yeah, I have a couple of things which in mind. So let me just real quickly check what all stuff I have with me. Fire, hit, smoke, spark. How is spark supposed to be? Oh, it's this thing over here. No, that doesn't look that great. So I'm gonna stick with this thing over here. Maybe we can change it on the future, like we can actually move it. So I'm gonna open up the Flappy Bird, and over here I'm actually gonna attach it. So Niagara particle system, and I'm gonna change the direction a little bit. Yeah, that kind of looks good. Auto activate should be turned off, and it should be under skeletal mesh over here. So right now if I'm gonna press the the jump option, then I'm gonna call auto activate, or maybe I can just call activate and deactivate. I think that's the best option over here. Activate, it is false. Activate, I think that's pretty decent. See, I don't know why there is some visual bugs over there, but somehow we oh shit, somehow that's how it's supposed to look. And I actually found something interesting over here, I believe. On the particles, yeah, blood. Let me just see how that looks. Yeah, that is also like, that is actually decent, right? Okay, so what, see this blood thing over here, I have an idea for that. So remember this hit location, like I'm gonna actually, let's say spawn part, spawn system at location. Yes, spawn system at location. I'm gonna spawn this over here. No, oh, it does not. Spawn emitter attached. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, and where it should attach to? So it should actually attach to the skeletal mesh. And yeah, I think let's see how that actually looks. Flying. I did not see that actually. Location should be get world transform. I'm gonna, it won't recombine. Let me just also set the scale. Let's set it to 10. I don't know how it looks. Maybe 100, something like that. I just want to see how that looks. Yeah, that kind of looks okay, but it's too much, so let's tone it down a little bit. 25 would probably be the right option over here. So Yeah, that kind of looks okay. And this hit location, I'm actually gonna go with hit location over here. That should be the location. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So if I am gonna hit something, yeah, I think that's pretty decent. Oh, that was little too much. So that's what we have right now. And coming to the next one, I'm gonna tweak the graphics a little bit. I need to add some more stuff over here. Just wanna look it interesting. So what is this thing over here? It's supposed to be a file, I believe. And should I actually add a house or something like that? I don't know. It's supposed to be a forest, right? So I think I'm gonna skip that for now. And one thing which I'm thinking is like on the landscape, I'm probably gonna add some water over here. So this is supposed to be a water, and I don't think the water actually suits there. So, or maybe it will suit, but I don't know. It doesn't feel that right. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with what we have. And this background, right? We actually have a multiple set of stuff we can actually use over here. See, this is another option over here. I'm gonna probably remove this stuff over here. Before that, I'm just gonna set it to a larger value so that we can see a lot of stuff over there. And I'm gonna delete the stuff which I made on the previous video because we don't need that much. So that's what we have right now. So I think that kind of looks okay. I'm probably gonna change that effect to something else, like that should be good, right? Oh shit, that was so brutal. So maybe something less less powerful than that would probably be good. And one more thing, I'm actually gonna change the coin to something like a fruit or something, like since it's a bee, right? It actually makes sense. Like if I actually put something else over here, I'm gonna add this thing over here. Let me just add a static mesh over here. Static mesh orange, and it should be, let's say, 5, something like that. I'm gonna set the this thing visibility to visibility. I'm gonna clear it. So we actually right now have a fruit. Let me actually look for some other fruits. Like that doesn't look that appetizing, or I don't know what happened. Oh, okay, it's actually turned, that's why. What about 90-degree rotation? Not that direction. Yes, that looks kind of interesting. And let me just scale it down a little bit over here. Okay, that seems pretty decent. Let me try it out how that looks. Oh shit, I don't know, I just died. Oh, we actually have a red apple. I think that will look good better. I'm gonna tone it to 8, not 8, 6.5 maybe, I don't know. So this doesn't have any collision. Okay, we should have the collision to off, no collision, else it will be destroying the game. So let's keep it like that. So that's the thing over here, and I'm actually going to do one more thing over here on the mesh. If you go here, you can see like there's a MEC color, but if I change the MEC to this particular thing over here, then everything will be changed. So I'm gonna keep it as such for right now. So that's what we have now. And one more thing I'm gonna add a post process volume over here. so the brightness won't toggle here and there and stuff like that. I'm gonna set the brightness to 1 and 1. What about 2? Oh, 2 is too much. 1 and 1 should be pretty fine, so the brightness will remain same at all the time. So yeah, hello Agila, hello, what's up ഇങ്ങനെയുണ്ട് എല്ലാവർക്കും സുഖമാണോ? I'm gonna add some more post effect over here. Let me just really quickly just check something over here. I'm gonna create one stuff over here, so I'm just going to the blueprint over here. I'm gonna create material, let's say post process, and then I'm gonna add this particular thing out to the emissive, and it should be post process. I don't know whether that will work or not, but yeah, I think it should be the material, right? Oh, just a second guys, I will be back. Yeah, sorry about that, I'm back. So I hope the video is okay. So I actually have some stuff. What happened with the camera? Yeah, I think that's pretty decent, right? I actually need to change the post process. I need it to be a little saturated so that it can give a cool effect. So I'm just gonna open blueprint UE over here, and probably gonna add some stuff over here. I don't know how it's gonna look, but yeah, as an invalid collection. What happened? No, that also did not work. I probably need to find something which will be good. If you have some LUTs or something like that, then that should also be fine. Let me just try to keep the very minimal and see how that actually works over here. I think it's too much. I want just 0.2. I don't know how that's gonna look. Let's open up the post process over here and type material, and on the material I'm gonna set this thing. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's so bad. So that did not work as I expected it to work, so I'm probably gonna do something else over here. I actually made a PP like which was I think this is the one. Yes, that's actually the one, but we don't need that much value, so we can just tone it down a little bit and see how that actually looks. It's having a retro effect, I don't know why. Okay, let me just try that out. It's having some retro vibe to that. Does the default one have a retro vibe? No, right? I don't know. I probably need to check what happened over there. Let's set it to 0. And how does that look? Yeah, that's pretty much good. It's highly saturated. We don't need that much saturation, so we have to tweak some values over here. Say 1.1. Oh, that's too much. What about 3? 1.2? 1.4 maybe? I don't know. Just a small change. I'm gonna try to dynamically change it over here so that we can see how that actually looks. Over to 2. That's That actually looks good, right? What about 3? Maybe overkill. So I'm gonna give over 2.2. Let us see how that actually plays. It's too bright. It's too bright. We don't need that much. 1.6. I think 2 is the right one. That actually looks kind of great in that one. So anything else I need to change? I think that's gonna be it. So we have something like this where this will be actually moving, and oh, that is kind of too much, to be frank. So yeah, so that's what we were going to cover today. And I actually have some stuff like the power ups and all which is planned on the future. And let's actually maybe add some more UI stuff to the game, and then we can wind this session up. So let's actually go to the repair character over here. I have been creating some bridges over here. So yeah, so what happens if you actually die? You should be able to restart the game. Simple logic, right? So what we can do is like we can actually have a button over here. Let's do something called, where is that button? I actually need some button to say resume, pause, stuff like that. Let me see whether I have any buttons with me which basically does that same. What about this thing over here? May look good, may not look good, but yeah. And backgrounds, accent, banners, toggles. I don't see any, which will probably be the right option over here. Icons. Let me see whether we have an icon for restart. No, we don't have. What about buttons? No. Bars? No. Icons, overview. Icons also is not there, right? Then we probably need to do something like a manual enable disable thing like that. So let's do that instead. So I'm just gonna let's say I'm gonna increase it like that, place it on the center, and do some small alignments, and then add a text to that, and let's start restart. I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna increase that 50 maybe. Yeah, that looks interesting. So on the begin play this should be disabled. So on even construct I should be promoting this to a variable. Okay, it's variable, and this should be the restart. Okay, so over here if I see, there will be one option over here, and set visibility maybe like that, activate, set. I actually need to disable the calls over here. So one thing is like I can actually make a different UI which basically set. I think that should be the best option over here. So let's do one thing. Let's actually create another UI over here. Go to user interface, widget, and user widget, restart. We will be having a bunch of logic over here which basically says the what is the current player score, stuff like that. So stuff like that will come over here. I'm gonna add a canvas panel over here, and then I'm gonna copy this thing which I made, and wash it. What happened? There's a crash on the engine, I believe. It's actually hang. I don't know what happened over there. I don't know whether you guys can see it or not, but the engine just froze. I think it's a crash. I think it's an engine crash. Come on. Come on. The engine just hang up like that instantly. It's freaking hang. Let's do one thing. I'm gonna restart the engine real quick. I think that's the only option we have. I'm just restarting the engine. Hopefully it will open up real quick. It's opening up. It will be up in no time. Sorry for that, guys. I don't know, sometimes stuff like this happens, so yeah, just need to, by the time the engine is loading, I'll be back. Yeah, the engine is loaded. I hope you're able to see the screen. I believe, like, we have the engine loaded back up, and yeah, and we are back. So over here, what we can do is, like, we are actually creating the blueprint over here, the widget, right? So let's actually go to the widget. It should be empty because we actually got an engine crash. So again, we are going to create a blueprint, and it's got to be user of widget. Let's name it restart. Let's add a canvas panel to this one over here, and then let's do one thing. I'm gonna add a small button over here, so let's add a button. I think over here should be fine. I need to make it kind of different from the normal feel, so first I'm actually gonna do it a different option over here. So yeah, that's what we have, and I'm gonna add a text box over here, text, and let's type it restart. So yeah, that's how it looks. And what we can do over here is, like, let's create a blur, and then where's it, blur, blur, and I'm gonna set it to 0, 0, 0, so that it covers the whole picture. And for the blur strength, I'm gonna set it as 0.1. It should be pretty good. And Z order, I'm gonna set it as -10. It should be way back. So yeah, and this I'm actually gonna corner it to the top. I'm gonna anchor it, so basically that's that. And now what we should do is, like, we should have an option for restarting. So once it's clicked, what we can do is, like, we can actually create open level by object reference, and in this particular thing I'm putting it as untilted. I'm gonna rename it, and let's type game level main. Okay, so that's that, and I'm gonna put it over here also. So every time this particular button shows up, I should be able to restart the game. Now when I should call this, so that's the option. Next option we have to change. So open up your Flappy Bird, and on death, right, we can have some stuff over here. So one is disable input, and once that is disabled, remove all widgets, then type create widget, and this should be a restart, and add to viewport. So basically when you actually die, you can actually have this widget loaded over there. And one more thing I'm gonna do here is like I'm gonna set custom time dilation to, let's say, 0.2, so that we'll be having a slow motion effect. Let's see how that actually looks over here. So I'm actually, oh shit, I actually died too fast. So I'm actually flying. I'm gonna hit something and let's see how that looks. Oh, so everything actually went fast. So I'm going to delete this one and let's say set global time dilation to 0.3 seconds. I think that's the best option we should use over here. So I'm flying, and I hit and it's slow motion. So yeah, that's that. And once it's slow motion, like you have died, right? I need to do something over here. I'm gonna do let's add a sequence over here, and once that is done, I say the zeroth should be that one and first should be that. Okay, let's try that again. Hopefully this time it will work properly. I'm gonna hit. See, right now you can see that restart button happened over there. I'm gonna increase the blur a little bit more because you're not even able to see it. I'm gonna set it as a point, no, let me set it to 1 and let's see how that looks. Come on, I need to die. Come on. Yeah, it's actually blurred, but it's not that much blurred, so you're not able to properly see it. So for that, I'm probably gonna make the buttons a little bit darker. So let me just see how that looks. Okay, that looks kind of okay, at least for this stage of the game, right? So yeah, and I'm gonna die right now, and that's that. So I actually added some sound effects and I don't know whether it got saved or not. Oh, it did not get saved, my bad. So once you actually die, I had one change over here. So play sound 2D, it's there, right? It's there. Hey, where is it? It's actually there. Then why is it not, no sound is coming, right? Why no sound is coming? Strange. The sound should be there, like something happened, that's why it's not visible right now. FX. I don't know, something just happened over there. Let's just have to restart the game and let's see. Is there an issue with the audio file or something like that? What happened? Something happened. Error. Hey, what happened here? Some issue with the restart engine. Some bugs like this will occur at some time, so yeah. At least we have what it looks like that. And then what else we can add over here? We can maybe add a logic to actually rotate this thing over here. Like, what if I need to change? That's too much. Maybe like this. Yeah, that kind of looks interesting, right? So that's probably what we are going to do right now. So let's add on event take. I can get a reference to this one over here, and let's type set relay transform maybe. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Oh no, not a scale. Oh, my bad. transform set actor location and rotation, set axis rotation, yeah. And here we are probably going to do something like this should be rotating on the z-axis. So let's promote it and let's type, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna put it directly like that. Let's see how that looks. I need to actually set it to movable and it will work. Is it moving? I don't believe it's moving. It's not moving, guys. It's not moving. So probably I'm gonna add an offset over here, and let's type in maybe 30 degree. I don't know. Oh, it's actually moving here and there. I actually do have another plan for that. We can actually do something else. Let me just check it out real quick. Set actor location, rotation, add actor location, something else like that. Let me just see some stuff over here. I think this thing we can use, add actor local rotation. And here what we can do is like we can have an z which will be a multiple like on the z, right? So rotation speed into delta second. This is the rotation speed, by the way, and something like that. Let me see how that looks. Yeah, but it's too much, so I'm just gonna tone it down to, let's say, 2 degree maybe. See, how does that look? So it's supposed to be going to the other direction, right? So I'm gonna type -2 over there. I think that's pretty much good. See, right now you have an effect of the sky moving, so that kind of gives you a, oh shit, that kind of gives you a good vibe. I'm gonna tone it down a little bit, just gonna be a 1 pixel every nanosecond or millisecond, something like that. Yeah, that kind of looks very nice. So we have the point gathering over here. Just missed a point. Oh, and look at that slow motion effect over there. It's pretty decent, right? And one more thing I'm gonna do, like, see the surface which we are actually floating on top of, we can add a spike or something like that, so that you won't actually go and hit the bottom. So let's add something like that. I need to find what we can do over there. For that let's just see what we can do. Probably a bunch of stones and stuff like that will probably be the right thing over here. So I'm gonna try, oh, this is too small. Maybe this, I can probably use that one. And that is a little too much. I'm gonna scale it down a little bit. Okay, that looks interesting. I'll just put it one by one over there and see how that actually looks. If it looks okay, then we can continue on that, else we can just drop it. So yeah, that kind of looks okay. I'm gonna put everything on the ground. Where's the ground, by the way? That's the ground, and let's see, we can actually see that. We can see that, but it's a little too small. So I'm gonna set it to 0.3. No, point 3 is too much. Point 2 would probably be the best option over there. Let me just try it out real quick. Point 3 is too much, yes. Point 2. I think that will be the best option over here. I'm gonna put a couple of things over there also. So no matter what you do, you should not basically touch that. If you touch that, you're dead meat. Something like that. And I'm probably gonna change some of them to be sharper. Then only you can have that effect of getting killed, right? Actually, I'm gonna put everything sharp. At least at this particular point over here. So that you will be afraid to actually fall there. Oh, that was so damn brutal. Anyway, that's what we have right now. We have a brutal Flappy Bird, by the way. So, yeah. And what else we can add over here? So, I actually have something else which may work. Like, I have some fence stuff like that, I believe. I have some fences over here, but I'm not 100% sure whether it will fit the vibe of that. So that's what kind of bothers me. Let me just try it out real quick and see how that actually looks. I think that kind of looks interesting, right? I'll just put a couple of things over here and there and here, and let's see how that actually looks. Oh, we are not able to see that, and for that we actually need to pull the camera a little bit down. And what about now? And one more thing which I just found was like, remember that pipes we had, the bottom one seems kind of very small, so I'm gonna increase that size a little bit. Oh shit, what just happened? Okay, it's supposed to be at that location. Okay, don't forget that. Yeah, so hopefully the pipes will be large. Okay, that kind of looks good. And one more thing which I just want to change is like, remember these stones we just added right now? You can call it mountains or whatever you want. I'm gonna make them move a little bit closer, so that let me just group it, then maybe somewhere over here, and let's see how that looks, because I want it to be on the other side of the spikes. So oh, that's so brutal. I think it's too much over there. And for this thing I'm planning like, just add these things on the other side maybe. Like it's supposed to be a farm or something like that, right? So yeah, I think that looks interesting. And so I'm gonna probably expand it further around this direction, and also on the other direction. Yeah, so we have something like that over there. That like kind of looks great, at least in my perspective. So yeah, that's what we have right now. We have the background which kind of fluctuates a little bit here and there, and then we actually have something which jumps to and close against over that. So that's what we have as of now. And the future, I'm gonna add some more stuff like more stuff like power-ups, maybe like a slow motion effects or something like that, or stuff like that. So that's probably gonna be the video for today, for tomorrow. So thank you for joining the stream, and hopefully